Hey, good morning guys, afternoon maybe. We are on our gold review number 46. This is the 2025 season. It is still early spring and hasn't gotten too hot yet. What we've got today is an eBay package, kind of heavy, it's 2 pounds. This is from Montana Prospecting, and what they tell us is no guarantee, 20 bucks, a little bit less than 20 bucks, and they say this is unsearched Paydirt. This is what they actually mine themselves, and let's see what they come up with. Keep in mind, free shipping, a $20 bag, they're going to be out at least $6 in shipping. On eBay they give up 20%, that's another $4. So this company, Montana Prospecting, for this bag, excluding the labor to send it, they're only getting 10 bucks. So let's see what they have to offer. We're going to open this up in the pan. We'll classify it down at least once, and then we'll start panning, see what happens. Alright, let's get set up here. Okay, it's kind of a big bag, so let's get our big pan out. Doesn't appear to have any leaks in the bag. Yep, still all good. Double sealed. Alright, here we go. Looks like a lot of fine stuff in there, but I do feel some rocks, pebbles, call them what you want. Maybe they're pickers. Maybe they're nuggets. I think what I'm going to do here to classify it, we'll get the big stuff out. We'll save any of the little powder there. Alright. This is our 30 mesh screen. This is gonna separate the big rocks, and we're gonna wash these rocks off, I call them, because there's some pretty big ones in there. See, like this, guys, we're gonna wash those off, just in case there's some gold in there stuck to them, which is entirely possible. I would say this is probably as close to the real panning experience as you're going to get. We've got all sizes in here. Alright, that's our above 30. Take a couple more times, and I think most of this gold, what we find, is going to be in my big pan here. Under 30 mesh. Alright, 2 more times. We're going to have a nice pan of fines to pan. Guys, if there's any Paydirt companies out there that you have not experienced or tried yourself and you want us to, just leave it in the comments below. We like the stuff that, if it gets around 50 bucks a bag, we like there to be some kind of a guarantee. However, if it's $10 or $20, you have that much fun probably at least doing the video and opening the package, so we're not too worried about the $10 and $20 bags. Alright. Being as we have our big pan tied up, I think what we're probably going to do, probably pan, let's split this in half. Let's split it in half. I think we're going to use the big pan. And let me get set up here. Okay. Don't mean to make anybody dizzy. Alright, here we go. Like to look, but of course on this powder it's hard to see anything, but I do. There's a little color right there. I'd like to see more than that, but alright. Yeah, unless there's a picker in the big stuff, this is going to be all fine, very fine, matter of fact. And of course we always advise you to pan into a bucket that you can save and re-pan again. Alright, we're getting down to the end here. Quite a bit of black sand. No real sparklers yet. I imagine they're going to be under that little smiley face that's all black sand so far. Alright, let's go around to my smooth side here. Guys, I am still looking. Well, this gold, and we didn't even save that one little shiny piece. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to change, well, we got the second bucket. I actually almost overlooked it. Alright, I'm going to rinse it to where we know we get everything. It's a little unusual. We wouldn't get one little color out of the first pan. Well, before we jump to any conclusions, we are going to pan the big stuff. And I am going to probably repan what I've just panned. On the outside chance we miss some, but I don't like to think I miss a lot of gold. Guys, in this small stuff, I did not come up with any gold. That was a little bit disheartening. So let me do this. Let me change my bucket. We'll get right back in action. Okay, here we go. These are, as you can tell by the sound, these are big rocks, and the only reason we're even have these in the pan just in case there's any gold stuck to them. We are going to get rid of them and pan what's left. There's a certain amount of dust, and I mean dust. This is small stuff. Just in case anybody was interested, we do use jet dry, and we used it in this first set of pans as well, just in case you were wondering, in case we lost any floaters. Alright, like the first ones, I do not see a fleck. This is what I mean when I say jet dry. That's what we use here. Just a couple drops in a bucket this big, probably got 2 gallons in it. Alright. You can probably pan this in 2 sessions here. This is the big stuff. Obviously everything was over 30. That's the only classifier we used today. Going to be any pickers, like they commented that there could be. This is where they're going to be. This is definitely unrinsed material, as you can see by how cloudy the water is. Alright, we have our first gold, 2 pieces. You see them? Well, I'm a little more optimistic. Let me get my, I wasn't even planning on using my snuffer bottle. We're going to suck those out while, oops. Definitely gold. That was a heavy guy. But that was it. So, just for reference, that was plus 30 mesh. Alright, let's get over here to our smooth side. I'm being real cautious here after getting snubbed on the small stuff. Hoping to find one more little. Well, so much for the hope. Okay, we've still got some material here, the big stuff. 2 more pans. And let's hope we get 2 more pieces of gold. Kind of looking to see if we have any colors stuck in those riffles, but I don't see them, so they're probably going to be in the first crease if we have any. I see some gold. Two pieces. Maybe more. Let's be optimistic. Alright, well this definitely fooled me, this little package. I thought it was going to be all flour gold, really small stuff, but they fooled us. Alright, appears to be a couple of pieces. Well, like I said, hope to get 2 pieces 2 more times. Here's our last. Here's our 3rd pan of the over 30 mesh. This is still the first week of April 2025, but we are going to package up some of our own Paydirt. We have a lot of washes where I live in Arizona, and I mean washes. I don't mean little 3-foot wide creek beds. These are huge washes, and they could be 50 to 100 feet across. And the only time we get water in them is when it rains. It really has no runoff in a lot of the spots in Arizona, especially where I live. So we go out there and scavenge those washes. We like to go right there at the where they have bends in them. I don't know if we fared as well here, guys, as we did in the first 2 pans. No. This 3rd pan did not have a piece of gold in it. Oh, take it back. I do believe that's gold. Alright, so I was wrong. Yeah, that's definitely gold in the middle there. It doesn't want to come down yet. I keep getting tricked with some of this organics. Like that. I thought I was washing out my piece of gold, but that was organics. get in a rush when you're panning, especially when you're at your own facility, guys. I think that piece I thought was gold was not. Organics can fool you because they're light in color. No, there was no gold in this third pan. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to clean up what we have, which is not a bunch, and I'll give you the weight, and we'll make an evaluation. So stand by. Okay, guys, what I did was, because I was in a little bit of disbelief that we could only have 4 pieces of gold, this guy here, hardly a nugget. I can pick it up, so let's call it a picker. There's 6 other pieces in there that came out, and I panned everything together, the big stuff and the small stuff, so maybe we knocked something loose. However, I'm also bad on my snuffer bottle about cleaning it out. So there could have been, from my last little go around, some gold in there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to weigh this up. I say weigh it up, I have to kind of laugh. Because there's not a lot to weigh. Alright. We're all on the edge of our chair here. Apparently gold closed Friday, April 4th at $3,038, and we of course always assume this stuff is 24 karat gold, which, let's be optimistic, most likely not, but let's make ourselves feel better. Alright, so there's our, sure we didn't leave anything, nope. Alright, so there's what we got. 0.054 grams worth more than I thought, a whopping $5.28, and I guarantee it has to do with that big guy brought it up to $5. So it's like this, we spent 20 realistically in fees from eBay plus postage, brings it down to $10. So we had $10 worth of fun, we sure did, and we're getting $5 back in gold. So guys, follow us if you haven't already. We plan on a lot of gold reviews this summer, and we look forward to your viewership. For now, Doug at Doug's World Tour, and I'm out.